Welcome back to Ground Rules. Today we're doing something a little different called Stock Sense, the segment where we turn livestock prices into practical decisions you can actually use on the farm. Because sometimes, here's the thing. When somebody tells you cattle is trading at 48 Rand or sheep is trading at 58 Rand a kilogram, that number doesn't automatically tell you what your animal is worth. Two animals standing next to each other can fetch very different prices. Why? Condition, age, weight, class. So before you ask, what can I get for this animal? There are 3 ground rules questions we would like you to answer. First, what condition is the animal in? Second, how old and therefore what class is that animal? And thirdly, based on today's market, what could that animal potentially be worth? Let's start with condition. Step 1, look at the animal before you look at the price. The condition score gives us a quick indication of how much muscle and fat the animal is carrying. At condition score 2, we are looking at an animal with relatively little muscle along the backbone and very little fat. The AMT guide specifically cautions that this isn't an ideal condition if your objective is finishing the animal for profit. Move up then to condition score 3, and you've got a much better balance, good muscle and fat cover, with the ends of the ribs and the top of the backbone becoming more rounded. Then there is condition score 4. Here the animal becomes noticeably rounder across the backbone and much heavier muscle and fat cover and a tendency towards being overfat. And that's important because more weight doesn't automatically mean more profit. You want to understand what the market is actually rewarding before spending additional money feeding an animal beyond its most economical point. Now let's put some numbers behind that. Start off with cattle. What could the animal be worth? Let's say you've got a typical 225 kilogram weaner. The latest price shown here is 48 Rand 72 cents per kilogram, giving you an indicative live animal value of around 10,000 Rand 962 for an animal. A heavier 275 kilogram weaner is priced at around 47 Rand 35 cents per kilo, translating roughly to 13,021 Rand per animal. And a lighter 185 kilogram weaner at 47 Rand 75 cents per kilo comes in at around 8,834 Rand for an animal. But now watch what happens as the animal gets older and moves through the classes. A milk-tooth animal under 2 years, around 420 kilograms and classified as A, carries an indicated price of 66 Rand 29 cents per kilo and estimated 16,148 Rand for the animal. A 2-tooth animal, class AB, at about 480 kilograms, shown at 63 Rand 75 cents per kilo, approximately rounding off to 17,748 Rand for an animal. 4-tooth and 6-tooth animals move over to class B, while older full mouth and worn tooth animals move into class C, where the indicated price falls around 58 Rand 43 cents per kilo. So here's your cattle ground rule. Don't only ask how heavy the animal is. Ask what age and class that weight belongs to. That classification can have a major impact on the final value of your animal. Now we move over to sheep. Age changes the equation. A lamb under 7 months weighing around 30 kilograms is shown at 58 Rand 16 cents per kilogram, giving an indicative value of roughly 1,745 Rand for an animal. Slightly older lamb under 1 year at around 38 kilos comes in at 55 Rand 82 cents, translating to approximately 2,121 Rand for an animal. Then we get to the carcass classes. A milk-tooth sheep under 1 year, class A, is shown at 105 Rand 67 cents per kilo. A 2-tooth animal becomes AB, followed by B at 4 teeth and C as the animal gets older. And this is where livestock management becomes more important than simply keeping the animal until it is bigger. You are making a decision about time versus weight versus classification versus price. Sometimes holding an animal longer makes financial sense. Sometimes the additional kilograms does not necessarily compensate you for the change in class or the extra feed that you've had to put into that animal. That's the calculation that matters. Now, as we move over to goats, a small goat under 1 year at around 25 kilograms is shown at 67 Rand 77 cents per kilogram, translating to approximately 1,694 Rand per animal. A medium goat between 1 and 2 years at approximately 35 kilos is priced around 57 Rand 9 cents per kilo, or roughly 1,988 Rand per animal. A large goat above 40 kilograms is shown at 48 Rand 4 cents per kilogram. Interestingly, that same indicative per kilogram price applies across several of the older large goat categories in this guide, although the value of the individual animal changes with weight. And then we have ewes between 2 and 4 teeth at around 60 Rand 54 cents per kilo, giving an indicative live animal value of around 2,422 Rand. Again, age matters, weight matters, but what category the buyer sees standing in front of them matters just as much. So here on the stock sense test, right? So next time when you're standing in your kraal deciding what to market, do not just typically start with what's today's price. Start with what is the animal's condition? What is its age? What does that make its class? And what does it weigh? And only then, what is the market prepared to pay? Before you ask what your animal is worth, know what you're actually taking to market. Because a market price is only useful when you can connect it to the animal standing right in front of you. And remember, the prices that we are discussing here on GroundRules are indicative. Actual prices can differ depending on the dressing percentage, the breed, the condition, the age, as well as the weight. And that's why Stock Sense is not only telling you exactly what every animal is worth, it is about helping you ask better questions before you sell. So as a livestock producer out there or a livestock growing enthusiast, this is where I would like to hear from you from all the regions. What drives your selling decision the most? Is it weight? Is it age? Is it condition? Is it the feed costs? Or simply when you need to move your stock? And do you think that producers are sometimes keeping animals way too long, chasing kilograms when the economics are telling them already to sell? Drop your views in the comments, and we would love to hear from you and have the conversation going. So today's ground rules is the best price doesn't start at the auction. It starts with knowing the animal that you have produced. Know its condition, know its age, know its weight, know its class. Because the better that you understand the animal, the better positioned you will be to decide when to feed, when to hold, and when it is time to sell. Until next time, stay informed, stay curious, and remember, the best farming decisions always start with solid ground rules. Thank you.